Are we ready? Are we ready, mans? Are we ready, mans? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Mackenzie, and this is my YouTube channel filled with all sorts of things that we don't know what's going on. It's like I just kind of throw up all over the YouTubes. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna dive right into this. Just dive. Awkward. Okay, bright lights. Okay, so let's see. This is gonna be kind of like a story about a time when I got fired. Yes, this happened. I don't know how old I was. I think I was 22. I think I was 22 years old. I was managing a vape shop here where I live. Kind of rewind a little bit. I was working at the radio station as like the front desk girl at this time. And this position came up where I was gonna be a manager at a vape shop, and I have a douche flute. So, is that a problem? I'm okay with it. For now. Anyway, so this position came up, and at the time, like, I was just kind of like, I could kind of maybe make more money, and I'd be like with more people my own age, and you know, it'd be a lot of fun, blah blah blah. I like to vape, whatever, cool. I interviewed for the position, I got it, and made some really cool friends there, and all this stuff was going on, blah blah blah. Life was happening. During this time though, I was kind of also in I was in a different relationship, and it was not very good at this point. It was just kind of a lot of, I don't know, my PMDD thing affected a lot of things, but it wasn't gonna work anyway, which is fine. Like, I was like on the rough road in that sense, like in my personal life, and then I wouldn't really bring it to work. That was kind of like my sanity, if you want to say, or say, per se. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So things would go by, and I'm the kind of person, and again, I was a manager, the general manager, and I had another general manager that also worked at the store. It's kind of weird, I guess, but we were like really good friends. I'm not very confrontational, so when my employees there were not doing their job, I would just do it myself. You know, like, it'd just be easier to just get it done. So, get her done. Why can't I just be serious? I would just like do it, you know. I'm not gonna say clean the bathroom, like I'll just go clean the bathroom so I don't have to ask you to do it. Or like, I had one kid that would come in late, you know, and he had like pretty good reasons, I thought. He would come in late kind of a lot, but like for me, like, I'm very sympathetic, I'm very empathetic, like in all sorts of ways. I'm just like, you know what, he didn't mean to do it, she didn't mean to be like that, like blah blah blah, like things happen. Hair, cats everywhere. So I'll just be like, it's fine, don't worry about it. Well, it came around where like, we got back to like corporate, and I was like not disciplining my employees, and I was just like, sure. So I literally had to write this kid up for being late to work, and it was really uncomfortable because it was like I had to like go back a week or two as to why you were late, and now you're getting written up, and I was just like, this is bull. So I did that, and then, you know, things came up again. I wouldn't really write anyone up, and I was just going about my job, whatever. Sales were pretty good. I was pretty likable by like the clientele that was coming in. Like, I don't know, a week before the bad stuff happened, even more bad things happened. The person I was in a relationship with, like, we just weren't here. You know, we weren't like here. It was kind of like, I was here at one point, and then like, then she was here, and I was like, nah, and then she was like, but what? And then I was like, then I got down to like, she was like doing her own thing, and I was like, what? It was just like not good. So I had like this really bad feeling, and I was texting her and blah blah blah, and she had done something, and it just didn't work out, okay? But at the time, we lived together, and it was really awkward, and it was really weird, and it was like, my life is falling apart, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. I actually held myself together pretty well at that moment, at that time. And I was like, okay, whatever. Can get through this, right? I'm woman, hear me roar. Am I right?
I am strong. I am invincible. I am woman.
This is so weird. Yeah, that happened. We broke up, but I was like still living in the apartment, and she was like not, and whatever. We were still on decent terms, kind of, but it was kind of like weird. Fast forward a week, I go to open, and the other manager that I was like super good friends with, he ended up starting to make like the juice, like making like this stuff at like corporate, and he was like doing all that. But he was there in the morning, and I was like, bro, why are you here? And then a manager from a different shop was also there. They also like came in, and he was like dressed like me. Like, we'd wear like nice pants and like a decent shirt. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. And my anxiety was really, really bad. And I was like, okay. And so this guy who like worked in the corporate office, he also used to work at the radio station. Rumor had it that he was going to get fired, but he quit and took this job. My like old stepmom, like my dad's ex, was the boss there. Yeah, rumor was that he was not going to be there much longer, but he did his own thing. Okay. He came into and he goes, hey, can I talk to you in the back? And I was like, sure. And mind you, he and I, we worked at the radio station, we're like buddies. Like we were pretty cool, like whatever. And he's like, he takes me back there and I just looked at him and I was like, and he was just like, yeah. And I was like, I'm done. And he goes, I'm sorry, kid. And I was like, you know what? Cool. I get it. Whatever. He's like, it's just not working out. And I was like, great. That's awesome. Like, I just got my heart broken, and then you just let my job go. Like, I'm living in this apartment now by myself. Granted, my ex was also paying for stuff after she left because like, that doesn't matter. But I was just like, I'm not gonna have money. At the time, I was doing part-time on air at the radio station. I was doing like weekends and stuff, and I literally got out of my car and drove to the radio station. And my boss now, I was like, whatever I can do, I want to be here. I'm committed. Whatever you want, I will do. You need me to come in and run the board. You need me to come in and do this. You need me to come in and do this. I did this for a really long time, actually. Like, I did it for a really long time. I was just like kissing ass. Like, I loved that anyway. Like, I saw myself in a future doing radio anyway. So he's like, yeah, for sure. Like, whatever we need you to do, we'll have you do. So I would just go there and I would sit at the radio station and I would like sit in on a couple different morning shows and just like watch things happen, or I would just come in and like observe other people, or I would ask if anyone needed help. Sure, I needed like hours because I was hourly at the time, but like I loved it and I was so intrigued by it, and like I just kept doing that, and I ended up moving out of there for a while, out of the apartment after the lease is up for a few months, and I was just kind of busting my butt at the radio station, and something happened where they were like, the girl who I am now, like I kind of am in her position, she went to a different radio station to be in the morning show in the same building, but they needed a position there. And he was like, my boss now was like, do you want to give this a shot for 2 weeks? We'll see how you sound, we'll see how you do, if you like it, if we like you. I did it for 2 weeks, and then I think it ended up turning into like 3, and then almost a month, and then he brought me into his office, or he texted me, and he was like, hey, can you come in tomorrow? Can we talk? And I was like, sure. I was like, is this good or bad? And he's like, just come in. And I literally like knew, I just like had this feeling, and I was like, oh my gosh, everything is about to get better. Like, so exciting. So I went in and he goes, okay, so I'm gonna offer you, you worked really hard. You've earned this. I remember he said that because I have it like on Twitter from like how many years ago. He's like, you've earned this. You've worked so hard. He goes, you sound great. And he's like, I know that we can, you know, we can make you better, and we're gonna mold you into like this radio star, like kind of something like that. He said, he goes, so I'm gonna offer you this job full time. He gave me the pay. He gave me like the other pay that we get when we do like live stuff. And he was like, do you want it? And I was like, yes, yes, yes. A million times yes. Like, what? Don't let me sign this paper. That was awesome. And I was like, cool. I have a full-time gig in radio. This is so insane. Like, and I love my job. I love my job so much. I love everyone there. I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's stressful, but it's so worth it. Anyway, so then like little time went on, and I was hanging out with Chloe when this kind of thing was happening, because this all kind of like took months, like months and months and months for me to like actually get the full gig in radio. And hanging out with Chloe, and then she was just really awesome, and she makes me so happy. And then we started dating in January 2016, and yes, 2016? Yes, yes, yes. And the rest is history. Here we are, and in our home, and with our fake tree that Chloe's mom bought. Fake tree. And we've got 3 cats, and a home, and a house, and it's just... everything's really good. I guess the point of this is like things get really bad. Like my ex and I broke up. I lost my job all within like the same week or 2. And then, you know, you just give yourself time, and like things will come to you. But you gotta work for it too. You can't just like sit around and wait for things. But like if you really know that like something, that you deserve good things in your life, like you are deserving of a great life, like you just kind of gotta let that sink into your head. Like things will be better. And then they get better. Like I went from that hole that I was in to a full-time job in radio, and then a full-time girlfriend who is just heaven sent, whether or not you believe in that or not, whether I do, whatever. But literally, like, I don't know, my mom passed away, and I think that, like, she gave me her. I don't know. Maybe somebody gave me to Chloe, too. I don't know. But we just work really well, and life is really good, and, yeah. So this is a story about how I got fired. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up if you want. If you didn't, just don't do anything. Subscribe if you want to see more. I post videos every week. They're not a specific day, so if you want to click that little bell down there too, ding ding, get yourself notifications when I do post, but it is every week, so there we go. I will see you next week, and I hope that you are having a wonderful hump day, or the rest of your week is amazing, and you have a great week. And remember, you deserve a wonderful life. Bye! And I also want to say, you need to go check out Knack For It. I'm going to leave his link in the description. He's the one who created my intro and my outro, so if you like that, he can do a lot of really awesome things. He can also fix computers, fix screens if you're in our local area, or maybe if you're not, he could just give you some awesome, like, tips. I mean, he did all that. He did my intro and outro. Like, yeah, we see each other because we live in the same town, but I mean, I could just text him or, like, email him what I wanted, and he did it, and he just sent it to me over my email, and what I liked, what I didn't like, or he let me know all the updates and stuff, and he's really awesome. And he also has, like, really awesome, like, tips for YouTube as well. So I'm gonna link his channel in the description. Go give him some love, please. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure it would mean a lot to him too, so do it.